Just left the courtroom for the bond hearing for my son for the least for the third time. This time it was very fair. The judge was very fair. He wasn't pro-prosecutor. He wasn't pro-defense, but he was pro-justice.
Lil Durk is out of jail in 2026, and the streets are buzzing like never before. Social media exploded the second he stepped through those gates, cameras flashing, fans screaming, and everyone asking the same question. What just happened behind the scenes while he was locked up? But this isn't just a story about freedom. There's tension, suspicion, and whispers of betrayal spreading like wildfire across the rap world. Some of the biggest names are watching, tweeting, and dropping subtle hints that could turn allies into enemies overnight. People thought they knew Durk's circle, but insiders are now saying that not everyone celebrated his release. Some were quietly planning moves that could shake the Chicago rap scene to its core. Within hours, reactions went viral. Rappers who usually keep their distance were posting cryptic messages, tagging Durk in ways fans couldn't ignore. Some clips of Durk's first steps outside the jail went straight to Instagram Live, and viewers immediately noticed subtle nods, tense looks, and gestures that suggested deeper drama. Fans are dissecting every frame, every tweet, and every emoji, trying to decode hidden meanings. The narrative is heating up fast. Could there be a secret betrayal from someone close to him? Is a new feud about to erupt? Or is this the start of a major power play we're all about to witness? Even bigger, there's talk of messages in Durk's first post-release interview that only the insiders understand. What do they mean? Who's sending them? And how will it affect the rappers who have been waiting in the wings, ready to either back him or pull the rug from under him? This story is already blowing up, and it's only the beginning. Over the next few minutes, we're breaking down every reaction, every clapback, and every possible secret in the Lil Durk release saga. Buckle up, because nothing about this moment is what it seems, and every second could change the game. The moment Lil Durk walked out of jail in 2026, the world paused. Fans erupted in excitement outside the facility, cameras flashed nonstop, and social media went completely wild. But while the scene outside looked like a celebration, insiders say the real story was already brewing behind the cameras. This wasn't just a release, it was a tipping point. The streets are talking, rappers are watching, and the tension between loyalty and betrayal is thicker than ever. Everyone knew Durk had a tight circle, but the whispers started almost immediately. Not everyone who smiled for the cameras was truly happy about his freedom. As Durk stepped into the sunlight, his phone buzzed nonstop. One of his closest associates, known in the industry as Big Tone, slid a text across, "You good?" SHT's moving fast. Durk paused, reading it carefully, his eyes narrowing. He knew the message wasn't just about the streets, it was about alliances, friends, and enemies that might have shifted while he was gone. On the way to his ride, fans shouted, "Durk, Durk, we got you!" He waved, but his mind was elsewhere. Every step he took was being documented, every gesture analyzed, and every post he would later upload would be a signal, a message, or a warning. By the time he hit Instagram Live that night, the heat was already rising. Clips of him smiling, nodding, and speaking to the camera quickly racked up millions of views. Fans were happy, but they also noticed something strange. Subtle glances, a hesitation when talking about certain people, and a mention of names that weren't in the mainstream headlines yet. "Big moves are coming," Durk said casually, almost as if he were daring someone to pay attention. And the audience did. The comments section exploded. People were tagging rappers, friends, and rumored rivals. "Who's he talking about?" one fan asked. "That look at Tone, is that shade?" another commented. Even those who usually stayed out of drama were glued, sensing that something massive was unfolding. Across the city, in his downtown studio, another rapper watched the live stream and leaned back, shaking his head. "Man, he's back, but he's not the same," he said to his manager. "He's calling people out without even saying it. You feel me? That's smart, but it's dangerous. Someone's gonna slip up." His manager nodded slowly, scrolling through the comments. "Word, streets are already talking about betrayal, alliances, this is about to get messy." That mess wasn't just speculation. Industry insiders were already whispering about old conflicts resurfacing, deals that were never finalized, and loyalty being tested like never before. The drama traces back months before Durk's release. Behind the headlines, there were tensions, rumors of disagreements over money, studio sessions, and who controlled what in Chicago. Some say rival rappers saw an opportunity while Durk was gone. Others claimed friends in his circle weren't exactly keeping his interests first. While no one had direct proof, social media became the arena where fans and influencers speculated nonstop, turning every story into a viral thread. "It's like a chess game," one fan wrote. "Durk moves, everyone reacts, the streets are the board." And everyone knew Durk was a master at reading the board. By the time he got home, more messages flooded in, some congratulatory, some cryptic. One came from a well-known producer: "We need to talk, can't let this slide." Durk stared at the screen. He knew that line wasn't casual, it was a warning. Behind the scenes, alliances were shifting. Contracts, collaborations, and past grudges were resurfacing in unexpected ways. Some artists he had worked with were excited for him. Others were quietly plotting how to capitalize on this new energy. Even family and close friends were split. Some wanted him to celebrate, some feared the fallout that could follow. That night, as he went live again, the tension was palpable. "I ain't just out here to flex," Durk said. "Y'all see what happens when you stay loyal and when you don't. Streets don't lie." It was short, sharp, and loaded. Fans dissected every pause, every gesture. Some read it as a warning to rivals, some as a call to collaborators. Every reaction posted online, every meme created, every comment left became fuel for a storm that had already begun. And the storm wasn't just online. Reports started circulating that some artists were already planning who would back him publicly, who would stay quiet, and who might even try to undermine him. On X, the platform was buzzing. Clips from Durk's livestream went viral within hours. Tweets exploded: "Durk's back and he's not playing. Streets know it. Watch the next move." Influencers added commentary: "Notice that nod at 2:14? That's not casual." Even fans outside Chicago were in on the hype. This wasn't just a rapper being released from jail, it was a spectacle, a cultural moment where every second mattered, every glance meant something, and every post could shift the narrative. The tension inside Durk's circle was equally intense. Big Tone, who had been loyal for years, called late that night. "Y'all gotta be careful," he said. "Some cats you thought were ride or die might not be, and the streets, they see everything. Every word, every post, every handshake, they're all watching." Durk listened, nodding. He understood the stakes. The people around him were a mix of old friends, new collaborators, and those whose intentions weren't clear. Every interaction had to be calculated. Every smile had to be real or convincingly fake. Meanwhile, the fan base was relentless. Forums, Discord chats, and Reddit threads exploded with speculation. People debated every detail. Who would back Durk publicly? Who might drop subliminals? Who had been loyal during the jail time and who had been whispering behind his back? The narrative was no longer just about freedom. It was about power, influence, and the fragile balance between loyalty and betrayal. Each fan theory, each viral clip, and each hot take added fuel to a fire that no one could control. Even the media jumped in. Outlets covering entertainment, rap, news, and social commentary all posted stories analyzing Durk's every move. Headlines ranged from celebratory, "Lil Durk returns to the streets," to speculative, "Who's really supporting Durk after jail?" and new drama brewing in Chicago rap scene. Each headline was designed to grab attention, and it worked. The combination of real-world events, cryptic social media posts, and insider whispers created a story that audiences couldn't scroll past. By the next morning, the story had taken on a life of its own. Clips of Durk's release, fans' reactions, cryptic messages, and analyst breakdowns were circulating across every major platform. TikTok videos were going viral, Instagram Reels were shared millions of times, and X threads were dissecting his words like evidence in a case. It wasn't just a moment, it was a movement. The release had triggered a domino effect that would reverberate across the rap world for weeks, if not months. Some insiders even hinted at upcoming studio sessions where tensions could boil over. Collaborators, rivals, and friends would all be there, and any interaction could spark new alliances or new beefs. Every handshake, every conversation, every beat in the studio could be loaded with meaning. Fans were already speculating who would walk out with Durk on a collab, who would secretly record a diss, and who would be left out entirely, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Even at this early stage, one thing was clear. Lil Durk's release wasn't just about freedom, it was about power, influence, and testing loyalty. Friends, collaborators, and rivals were all watching, and every move he made was going to be scrutinized, dissected, and turned into content by fans and media alike. And the tension, it wasn't going away, not anytime soon. By the end of the first 48 hours, Durk had already laid the groundwork for what some insiders call a new era. His first posts, interviews, and live streams were carefully curated, signaling messages only certain people would understand. The streets, the fans, and even rival rappers were paying attention, waiting to see who would rise, who would fall, and what hidden drama might explode next. The stage was set. The players were in position, and one thing was guaranteed. Nobody in the Chicago rap scene or the global hip-hop community was going to forget these first days after Lil Durk walked out of jail. The drama had begun, and this was just the opening act. Within days of Lil Durk's release, the drama that fans had been anticipating exploded across social media. Reactions from rappers, collaborators, and rivals were pouring in, and the tension was electric. Some posts were overtly supportive, celebrating his freedom and hinting at upcoming projects, while others were cryptic, leaving fans speculating about secret betrayals and hidden motives. The streets were buzzing with theories. One insider explained, when Durk moves, the whole scene moves with him. But this time, not everyone is in sync. Some are smiling on the surface, but underneath, it's chaos. It didn't take long for reactions from fellow rappers to make headlines. A video clip surfaced of Lil Baby commenting on Durk's release during a live stream. "It's good to have him back," he said casually, but fans noticed the pause, the subtle smirk, and immediately began dissecting it. "That tone sounds like he's warning someone," one fan commented under the clip. Social media exploded with interpretations, memes, and speculative threads. Every word, every glance, every emoji was treated as a potential clue, and fans were obsessed with piecing together a story that was bigger than just a jail release. It was a test of loyalty, power, and reputation. Meanwhile, inside Durk's circle, things were even more complicated. Big Tone, who had been one of his most trusted associates, was suddenly acting cautious. He pulled Durk aside in a private video call that would later leak in snippets online. "You gotta watch your back, man. People you thought were down, they might not be. Some cat's been moving behind your back while you were gone." Durk listened intently, tapping his fingers on the table. "I know," he said. "I saw some things too. But now that I'm out, I can handle it." The tension in the conversation was palpable, and even without context, fans could feel it through the leaked audio. Family reactions were another layer of the story. Durk's cousin, a well-known figure in Chicago's local scene, posted a heartfelt video. "We glad he's home, but we also gotta be real. It's a different world now, and some people are playing games." The clip quickly went viral. Fans praised his honesty but also speculated. Was this a warning? Was someone in Durk's inner circle already betraying him? Rumors swirled that some of Durk's collaborators had quietly aligned themselves with other rappers, creating tension and uncertainty in the scene. Every post, every comment, every gesture seemed loaded with meaning, and fans were analyzing everything as if it were a thriller unfolding in real time. Then came the betrayal. One of the earliest hints appeared in a viral TikTok video where a snippet of an alleged conversation between two Chicago rappers leaked. In it, one voice said, "Durk's back, but not everyone's happy about it. Some moves gotta be made first." The video was captioned, "Inside Scoop, Loyalty Tested." Fans immediately started tagging names, debating who the voices belonged to, and theorizing about possible double crosses. The clip spread like wildfire, racking up millions of views within hours and sparking heated debate across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Adding fuel to the fire, an influencer posted a montage of clips from Durk's first post-release days, pointing out interactions that suggested tension. A handshake here, a glance there, a subtle gesture in the background. Each frame was analyzed frame by frame. "Look at this," the influencer exclaimed. "See the way he looked at Tone, something's off, and notice who's not there. The alliances are shifting, and some people won't survive this." The clip went viral, and within hours, the comments were flooded with fans sharing theories, insider leaks, and their own dramatic interpretations. It wasn't just entertainment, it was participatory storytelling, with viewers becoming part of the drama. On the streets, reactions were just as intense. Fans gathered in groups, reacting to clips on their phones, debating who was loyal, who was playing both sides, and what this meant for the next wave of Chicago rap. One fan shouted across a block, "Durk's back, but it's like a chess game now, you don't know who's moving next." Another chimed in, "Some people smiling for the camera, but I see the eyes don't lie." The energy was electric, and every viral clip added to the tension, feeding the narrative that something big was about to happen. The betrayal rumors reached a boiling point when a leaked audio suggested that one of Durk's closest producers had secretly signed deals with other artists while he was in jail. In the clip, a voice said, "We had to cover all bases. Durk might be back, but we got to protect ourselves." Fans speculated endlessly. Was this a strategic move or a betrayal? Could it lead to a public confrontation? Memes exploded, Twitter threads dissected every word, and TikTok creators ran videos piecing together timelines, facial expressions, and previous collaborations. The drama was multiplying exponentially. Even outside Chicago, reactions were spreading. Influential rappers from Atlanta, New York, and LA were commenting subtly on social media, hinting at respect, rivalry, or alliance shifts. A short video of Future nodding in agreement to a statement about Durk's resilience went viral, and fans immediately interpreted it as a coded message. "He's on Durk's side or he's warning someone else?" people asked. Every reaction was magnified, debated, and turned into content, showing just how much power one release had to influence the broader rap scene. The betrayal wasn't just about business. Emotional triggers played a big role. Friends who had promised loyalty during Durk's incarceration were now being questioned. Leaked texts, screenshots, and social media subtweets painted a picture of tension, jealousy, and fear. Some people acted like family, but they weren't, an insider explained in a viral snippet. Now that Durk is back, they're realizing they can't play the same games. Fans were hooked. Every post was evidence. Every clip was proof. Every reaction was a hint toward the next explosive twist. Durk himself fueled the fire with strategic posts. A picture of him in the studio captioned, "New moves coming." Only the real know. Fans immediately interpreted it as a warning, a promise, or a clapback. Memes circulated, tweets analyzed his gestures, and TikTok creators created entire mini-documentaries dissecting the photo. Even casual viewers were engaged, turning what could have been a simple celebrity update into a global discussion about loyalty, betrayal, and strategy in the rap world. The stakes escalated when one of Durk's rumored rivals posted a cryptic message: "Watch how the pieces move. Some cats think they smart." Fans immediately connected it to Durk's release, his first studio session, and the rumors about secret alliances. The speculation was non-stop. Social media became a pressure cooker, with analysts, influencers, and fans all adding layers to the story. Every cryptic post, every subtle look, every whispered comment became viral content, keeping the drama alive and highly shareable. Family dynamics added another layer of tension. Durk's cousin, who had been vocal about loyalty and trust, posted another video emphasizing caution. "You gotta know who's really with you when the lights are on. People change. Situations change, don't sleep on that." Fans dissected every word, every gesture, and every glance. The narrative wasn't just about the streets, it was about the people around Durk, their true intentions, and how quickly trust could evaporate when stakes were high. The fan base fueled every reaction. Reddit threads debated names, alliances, and possible double crosses. TikTok trends turned every leaked clip into a viral moment, with fans creating breakdowns, theories, and reaction videos. Instagram stories dissected facial expressions, gestures, and interactions. The engagement was intense, showing just how invested the audience was in every move, every glance, every subtle cue. Social media had turned Durk's release into a real-time drama, with fans as co-directors, analysts, and storytellers. By the end of the first week, the betrayal rumors had reached a tipping point. Some insiders claimed that collaborations were on hold, contracts renegotiated, and alliances being tested like never before. Fans speculated endlessly: who was loyal, who was plotting, who would try to cash in while Durk was out of jail. Every leak, every post, every cryptic comment became evidence in an ongoing investigation led by social media detectives. The tension was palpable, the drama addictive, and the stakes higher than ever. Even the media caught wind of the story. Headlines ranged from celebratory to speculative, with some outlets asking, "Who really has Lil Durk's back?" And alleged betrayals emerge in Chicago rap scene. Every headline sparked conversations, hashtags, and trending topics. Clips from live streams and studio sessions circulated endlessly, analyzed by fans and influencers alike. The story had transcended simple celebrity news. It was now a full-blown cultural moment where every detail mattered and everyone had an opinion. By now, Durk himself had become the center of a massive social media storm. Every post, every gesture, every cryptic message was scrutinized, analyzed, and turned into content. The first hints of betrayal had sparked a chain reaction that fans, influencers, and insiders were all watching closely. Some celebrated his freedom, others warned him about trust and loyalty. Every move mattered, and the tension was only growing. The drama wasn't over, it had only begun, and the fans knew it. Just when fans thought they had the story figured out, the next bombshell dropped. A new video surfaced on social media, showing a private studio session that included Lil Durk, a close collaborator, and a previously unmentioned figure from the Chicago scene. The clip was short, less than 30 seconds, but the tension was electric. Durk was leaning back, headphones around his neck, nodding as if he were listening, but every eye movement, every gesture was scrutinized by fans who immediately sensed there was more to this than music. One insider later described the session as a meeting with hidden agendas. Everyone in that room had something to prove. In the clip, a voice can be heard saying, "We all know who stayed loyal and who just played the game while you were gone." Durk responds, calm but firm, "I see it now." The streets tell the truth, actions over words. Fans immediately began speculating who he was addressing. Was it Big Tone, his cousin, the producer, or someone else entirely? Comments flooded in across TikTok, Instagram, and X. "That tone, that look, he knows something we don't," one user typed. "This isn't about music, this is personal," another wrote. The video went viral in hours, turning what could have been a private moment into a global conversation about loyalty, betrayal, and hidden agendas. Then came an even bigger twist. A well-known industry insider leaked a text allegedly from one of Durk's closest collaborators to a rival rapper. The text read, "Durk is out, but he doesn't know everything yet. Let's see how this plays out." Fans immediately exploded. Who was this about? What secrets had been kept from Durk while he was locked up? The implications were huge, and social media was ablaze with speculation. Memes, threads, and reaction videos flooded every platform. TikTok users broke down the wording, Instagram Reels highlighted every subtle gesture from Durk's release clips, and X threads debated the possible motivations of everyone involved. This revelation caused an immediate ripple effect in Durk's inner circle. Big Tone confronted the producer privately, visible in a leaked audio snippet. "You telling me we didn't have his back the whole time?" he demanded. The other voice responded defensively, "I didn't betray him, I just played the angles. Survival is survival." Tone. The tension in the conversation was palpable. Fans dissected every word, imagining the unseen conflicts, the whispered betrayals, and the silent power plays that could explode at any moment. The loyalty of Durk's team was suddenly in question, and the story became as much about personal relationships as it was about music. Family reactions intensified the drama further. Durk's cousin, who had previously emphasized caution, posted another video, this time subtitled with cryptic captions, "Not everyone who smiles at your success is really happy for you. Watch the shadows." Trust is currency. Fans immediately connected the dots. Was this a warning to Durk or a public message to someone in his circle? The ambiguity fueled speculation. Every gesture, every post, every cryptic phrase became a potential clue in the unfolding narrative, and fans treated it like a real-time thriller, analyzing everything for hidden meaning. Rival rappers weren't staying silent either. One New York artist posted a short video with the caption, "The streets speak louder than words." Fans interpreted it as a subtle jab at Durk's circle, implying that the betrayal rumors were true. Others saw it as a warning, suggesting that any misstep in Durk's camp could trigger a public confrontation. Memes erupted, mixing clips from Durk's release, cryptic messages from family, and hints from other rappers. TikTok compilations of all these moments began trending, creating an ecosystem where every tiny interaction could become viral content, further escalating the drama. The unexpected twist didn't stop there. A leaked private Instagram message allegedly from a producer to Durk read, "I had to make moves to protect myself, didn't want you to know yet." The leak caused fans to question everything. Was Durk's inner circle divided? Had some of his closest allies been secretly negotiating with rivals? Social media exploded with theories. Fans speculated about secret deals, potential new feuds, and the possibility that Durk might confront some of his allies publicly. Every post and every comment became evidence in a drama that seemed to have no clear beginning or end. Even fans outside Chicago were drawn into the chaos. Influencers from Los Angeles and Atlanta posted reaction videos breaking down every leaked clip, every cryptic social media post, and every subtle gesture. TikTok users created countdowns and theories, trying to predict who would be loyal, who would betray, and what Durk's next move would be. Instagram Reels stitched together studio sessions, release footage, and cryptic family posts, turning the story into a binge-worthy narrative that spanned multiple platforms. Every new clip added layers of tension, keeping the audience engaged and fueling viral discussion. The unexpected twist reached a peak when a new snippet appeared showing Durk in a private meeting with a previously rumored rival. The video showed subtle nods and hand gestures, and fans immediately speculated that they were negotiating alliances or planning a strategic move. One insider described the scene, "You could feel the tension. Every look, every pause, every word mattered. It was like watching a game of chess and Durk was 3 moves ahead." Social media reactions were immediate. Hashtags began trending, memes were created, and threads dissected every second of the footage, turning what could have been a private negotiation into a viral spectacle. At the same time, fan reactions continued to amplify the drama. Comments under every clip speculated about loyalty, betrayal, and power. "Durk knows more than he's saying," one comment read. "Watch the next studio session, it's about to pop off," another said. TikTok creators ran entire mini-documentaries breaking down each leaked message, every cryptic post, and all the subtle gestures from the release, creating a layered narrative that kept audiences hooked. The combination of real events, insider commentary, and fan-driven storytelling made the drama irresistible. Adding to the suspense, another influencer posted a montage comparing Durk's release day gestures to interactions in the leaked studio clips. "Look at the eyes, look at the pauses," they exclaimed. "You can see the hidden messages. This isn't just music, it's a power play." Fans immediately picked up on it, sharing theories and debating which allies were truly loyal and who might have been playing both sides. Every subtle expression, every look, and every gesture became part of a broader narrative that blurred the line between entertainment and real-life drama, keeping viewers engaged for hours on end. The twist didn't just affect the inner circle, it had ripple effects across the wider rap industry. Artists from different cities began posting cryptic messages, subtweets, and indirect Instagram stories, hinting at their alignment or distance from the ongoing drama. Every public statement was analyzed for hidden meanings. Fans speculated endlessly. Was this the start of a new Chicago rap feud? Would it escalate nationally? Who would emerge as a true ally and who was setting themselves up for a public fallout? Social media amplified every interaction, creating a feedback loop where every new post could trigger another viral wave of speculation. In the middle of all this, Durk released a short clip on Instagram. Him in the studio, headphones on, staring intently at a beat, captioned simply, "Movements don't lie, watch close." Fans immediately interpreted this as a subtle response to the alleged betrayal and hidden messages. TikTok videos dissected the clip, analyzing his posture, his eye movements, and the background to find hidden clues. Instagram Reels stitched the clip with previous releases, cryptic family posts, and insider commentary, creating a multi-platform narrative that felt like a serialized drama. By now, the feud or potential feud had become a global conversation. Every leaked snippet, every cryptic post, and every subtle interaction was treated like evidence. Social media users dissected, theorized, and predicted Durk's next moves. Influencers ran polls: who is loyal, who betrayed him, who's secretly plotting something. The engagement was unprecedented, showing just how powerful a single release and a few cryptic interactions could be in creating a viral, ongoing story. Durk's first week out of jail had transformed from a simple celebration into a suspense-filled, multi-layered drama. Loyalty, betrayal, hidden messages, and cryptic posts had turned the story into a real-time thriller. Fans were addicted, dissecting every detail, sharing their own theories, and keeping the narrative alive across platforms. The unexpected twists had raised the stakes, creating tension that wouldn't easily fade. Every second was now part of the unfolding story, every glance and gesture a clue, and every cryptic post a potential bombshell. And just when it seemed like the drama had reached its peak, insiders hinted that there was still more to come. Another private session was rumored to be in the works, one where Durk and several key players would meet to settle scores or set up new power dynamics. Social media speculation surged. Fans were already preparing for the next wave of content, theorizing about alliances, betrayals, and secret deals. The story was far from over, and every moment since Durk's release had only intensified the anticipation. The unexpected twist wasn't just a plot device, it had transformed the entire narrative. What started as a celebratory release had become a high-stakes game of loyalty, betrayal, and power. Every insider comment, leaked snippet, and cryptic post had raised more questions than answers. Fans and influencers alike were glued to their screens, desperate to see what would happen next. The suspense was electric, and the story had become one of the most talked-about dramas in rap history. By the end of this phase, one thing was clear: Lil Durk's release was only the beginning. The bombshells had set the stage for further drama, leaving fans, insiders, and even rival artists on edge. Alliances were being tested, trust had been broken, and every move was now under intense scrutiny. The twists were far from over, and social media was primed to amplify every reaction, every leak, and every subtle gesture. The stage was set for a showdown that could change the Chicago rap scene and the wider hip-hop world forever. After the bombshell revelations of secret messages, leaked videos, and cryptic posts, the fallout from Lil Durk's release hit the rap world like a hurricane. The alliances, already strained, began to fracture visibly, and fans could feel the tension mounting online. Every subtle gesture, every Instagram story, and every cryptic tweet was dissected frame by frame. Social media became a battlefield where fans, insiders, and rival artists all tried to predict what would happen next. The streets were alive with speculation, and even casual observers couldn't scroll past without analyzing every move Durk or his circle made. One of the first signs of the fallout came during a studio session leaked by insiders. Durk was seen with Big Tone, his cousin, and a few collaborators, but there was an unmistakable tension in the room. Conversations were clipped, eye contact was minimal, and the atmosphere was heavy. At one point, Big Tone muttered, "We need to figure out who's really on the same team before this gets messy." Durk nodded slowly, his jaw tight. "I know who's real," he said quietly. "The rest we'll see soon enough." The snippet of conversation, when posted online, went viral immediately. Fans debated who he was referring to, tagging various collaborators and rumored rivals, creating threads that spanned platforms and racked up millions of interactions. The fan base played a crucial role in amplifying the drama. Every subtle gesture or post was analyzed for meaning. Clips of Durk leaning towards certain collaborators in the studio were shared endlessly, with captions like, "Who's really loyal?" or "Notice who he's avoiding." TikTok compilations stitched together every subtle facial expression from his release day, family posts, and leaked messages. Instagram Reels highlighted interactions with Big Tone and others in ways that made fans believe the drama was only intensifying. The narrative became participatory. The audience was no longer just watching, they were piecing the story together in real time. Meanwhile, outside the studio, rival rappers were observing closely. In Atlanta, a top artist posted a cryptic comment. "Moves speak louder than words, let's see who survives the game." Fans immediately linked it to the Durk saga, interpreting it as a subtle threat or a veiled warning. In Chicago, smaller artists and up-and-comers watched carefully, trying to gauge which alliances might offer protection and which ones might betray them if the drama escalated. Social media amplified every reaction, turning even minor posts into viral talking points. Family and friends continued to add complexity to the situation. Durk's cousin, who had previously posted cryptic warnings, appeared in another video subtly addressing loyalty issues. "Some people think they're playing the long game, but the streets will tell the truth," he said. Fans debated whether this was aimed at a producer, a collaborator, or even a rival artist. Every sentence, every glance, every tone became material for analysis. This wasn't just entertainment, it was a real-time social experiment in reading power, trust, and hidden agendas. The fallout extended to public appearances and interviews as well. When Durk appeared on a radio interview, fans immediately noted his cautious tone. "I'm just focused on the music, the fans, and my team," he said, but social media quickly read between the lines. Every pause, every emphasis, every look at the camera was scrutinized. Clips of the interview went viral within hours, spawning reaction videos, memes, and theories about who in his inner circle had been compromised. TikTok creators broke down the audio waveforms, Instagram influencers highlighted his gestures, and X threads speculated endlessly. Loyalty tests continued behind the scenes. Sources reported that some collaborators who had previously worked with Durk were hesitant to meet publicly. Leaked group messages suggested whispered doubts and private debates about whether to fully back Durk in his next moves. Some insiders alleged that certain producers had been negotiating with rival artists, creating an unstable environment where every interaction could trigger a new conflict. Fans reacted with a mix of shock and anticipation, fueling a continuous loop of engagement across all platforms. The streets themselves were watching closely. Videos of fans outside the studio holding signs supporting Durk were circulated on Instagram and TikTok. Comments ranged from "ride or die for Durk" to "some of y'all fake, y'all know who you are." Memes highlighted the growing divide between loyal supporters and alleged opportunists, creating additional tension in both the fan community and the industry. The drama had expanded from a single release to a full-blown narrative with multiple layers. Music, social media, loyalty, and street politics all intertwined. Even rival artists used the fallout strategically. Clips surfaced of a New York rapper posting a cryptic message while attending a show. "Everything comes out eventually. Watch who moves and who hides." Fans immediately tied the post to Durk, theorizing about possible alliances or conflicts. Analysts dissected the timing of the post, comparing it to Durk's public appearances and leaked studio sessions. Every small action was magnified and interpreted, showing how digital platforms had become an extension of real-world power dynamics in the rap scene. The fan-driven analysis reached a fever pitch when one of Durk's earliest post-release posts resurfaced, a picture of him in a hoodie, captioned, "Only the real understand." TikTok and Instagram exploded. Fans stitched this post together with leaked studio clips, radio interviews, and cryptic family videos, producing hour-long compilations that speculated on every hidden meaning. The virality of these posts created new levels of engagement, reinforcing Durk's relevance while keeping the story alive across platforms. Every meme, reaction, and theory acted as a fuel line feeding the larger narrative. Even the inner circle couldn't escape scrutiny. A private video clip allegedly showing a meeting between Durk, Big Tone, and a previously trusted producer leaked online. The conversation was intense. "You knew the risks and still moved like that?" Durk asked quietly but firmly. The producer's response was defensive. "I did what I had to do for me and the team." The tension in the clip was undeniable, and fans immediately dissected it. Comments speculated on hidden motivations, secret deals, and potential confrontations. The scene had all the elements of a cinematic drama, making it perfect for viral engagement. The fallout was also reflected in upcoming projects. Rumors spread that some planned collaborations were on hold, pending clarification of loyalty and alliances. Social media became the unofficial announcement platform, with fans speculating endlessly. "Wait, so this collab isn't happening?" one TikTok creator asked. "That's crazy, it's probably because of all this drama." Instagram influencers and YouTube commentators amplified the speculation, creating a web of content that kept audiences hooked. Every pause, every delay, every cryptic post was a new plot point in an unfolding saga. Rival rappers also seized the moment to test boundaries. In Los Angeles, a prominent artist posted a reaction video to one of Durk's leaked studio clips, emphasizing subtle nods and gestures. "You can tell who's real and who's not," the artist said. Fans immediately speculated that the post was either a warning or a show of support, further feeding the narrative. TikTok, Instagram, and X became the arenas where power dynamics, loyalty, and potential conflicts were being publicly interpreted, making the story global. Even the fans themselves became key players in the drama. Fan accounts began posting their own evidence of loyalty and betrayal, highlighting interactions, posts, and even gestures that could indicate hidden messages. Reddit threads exploded with theories, memes, and countdowns to the next big moment. Every new post by Durk or someone in his circle was analyzed within minutes. Engagement soared as viewers tried to predict what would happen next, turning the story into a participatory event where the audience felt like they were in on every secret. By now, the tension in Durk's camp had reached an unprecedented level. Rumors of secret meetings, private calls, and behind-the-scenes power plays were rampant. Leaked audio clips and cryptic posts created uncertainty, making it unclear who was truly loyal and who might be plotting against him. Social media was the battleground where every move was magnified, every pause was dissected, and every subtle expression became content. The story had evolved from a single release to a multi-layered saga involving loyalty, betrayal, and influence. Despite the chaos, Durk continued to release cryptic posts and studio snippets, keeping fans guessing. One video showed him in the studio, headphones on, nodding to a beat with the caption, "Real ones know." Watch, the clip immediately went viral and fans combined it with leaked conversations, family posts, and past interactions, creating a narrative that was both suspenseful and addictive. Every new post, every glance, and every word added layers to the story, ensuring that audiences stayed glued to their screens. The fallout also had real-world consequences. Some collaborations were delayed, potential conflicts simmered behind closed doors, and fans were divided over which alliances to support. Even those outside Chicago were commenting, posting, and theorizing. Hashtags trended, reaction videos exploded, and memes highlighted the tension. It wasn't just about music, it was about loyalty, strategy, and the high stakes of influence in the rap world. By the end of the first 2 weeks post-release, one thing was clear: the story was far from over. Durk's release had triggered a chain reaction of loyalty tests, secret maneuvers, and social media speculation that showed no signs of slowing. Fans, insiders, and rival artists were all caught in the whirlwind, each reaction adding fuel to the fire. The fallout had reshaped alliances, tested relationships, and made everyone involved rethink their positions. The drama was no longer just about a rapper getting out of jail. It was about power, influence, and the high-stakes game of loyalty in the modern rap world. Every subtle look, every cryptic post, every leaked clip continued to spark conversations. Fans debated who would rise, who would fall, and who might be plotting behind the scenes. Influencers created compilations, memes, and theories, amplifying the tension and keeping the story alive across platforms. By now, Durk's release wasn't just news, it was a cultural phenomenon, a real-time unfolding drama with stakes higher than anyone could have anticipated. The stage was set. Alliances were tested, trust was fragile, and the entire rap world was watching. Lil Durk's freedom had ignited a complex saga of loyalty, betrayal, and influence, one that wouldn't resolve quickly. The fallout was in full effect, and the story was far from over, leaving fans, insiders, and rivals all waiting for the next explosive move in this high-stakes game. And there you have it, Lil Durk is out, the drama is real, and the stakes in the rap world have never been higher. From leaked studio sessions to cryptic posts, insider whispers, and fan-fueled speculation, the saga of loyalty, betrayal, and power plays is just getting started. We've seen alliances tested, trust questioned, and rivalries simmering just below the surface. Every move, every glance, every cryptic caption could be a hint at the next explosive moment. The truth is, no one knows what will happen next, not even the insiders, and that's what makes this story so addictive. The streets are talking, social media is buzzing, and fans like you are part of the conversation. Every reaction, every theory, and every meme adds fuel to the fire. Who will emerge loyal? Who will be exposed as playing both sides? And what will be Lil Durk's next move? The suspense is real, and the narrative is far from over. So now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think is really loyal? Who's secretly plotting? And what do you think Durk has planned for the next big move? Share your theories, your favorite moments, and even your predictions. And don't forget to smash that like button if you've been following this saga from day one. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications because trust me, you do not want to miss the next chapter of this story. Every update, every leak, every cryptic post will be right here, and we'll break it down for you faster than anyone else. This is more than just music drama, it's a real-time saga of power, loyalty, and survival in the rap world. So stay tuned, stay alert, and stay ready because with Lil Durk back in the game, anything can happen next. And remember, the streets are always watching.